Hello everyone, I am Swastika and I am here today to discuss on the topic IPR and its role in the Indian entertainment industry. So before we begin with the topic, we will see to the purpose of this module, which is to understand what is IPR and the importance which intellectual property right holds, to understand the use of these rights granted by IPR in the film industry, and also how will such intellectual property rights help and play an important role in film industry. So guys, what do you think? What is IPR? IPR is the bundle of rights given to the person for the creation of brain or mind in order to reward their mental labor or the creation of his mind. It protects the creative idea of the person's product. An idea or a creative thought in mind is not per se protected under IPR. The idea should be converted into a product and then the product should be registered and verified under the IP law in order to grant them rights under IPR. Now we move on to the importance of IPR, starting with protection of innovation, which refers to the protecting the innovative idea from stealing. Next, protecting investment, which says that investors are often attracted to business with strong IP portfolios as it indicates the value of the business in future. Next is revenue generation, which means to generate revenue through licensing or selling the IP. IP also helps in brand reputation to help them differentiate with other brands in marketplace. And lastly, IPR is granted under legal boundaries, so it grants legal remedies and rights to the agreed. The owner of IPR can sell, rent and give their rights to other people in exchange of royalty and monetary benefits. Now we move on to the other topic, which is the kind of IPR. So there are total 7 types of IPR granted by the government, namely copyright, trademark, patent, industrial design, geographical indication, plant variety, farmer rights, and lastly layout of semiconductor. Copyright is intended to protect the original expression of an idea but not the idea itself. For example, book, a song lyrics, a movie, etc. Trademark is the symbol or logo used by the manufacturer to distinguish between other manufacturers. Example are Tata, KFC, etc. Patents are the novel invention which have never existed before, and the rights are granted by the government to encourage such inventors and contribute more to their field. Example is a drug, a medicine, etc. Industrial design are the aesthetically eye-pleasing design in the physical attribute of the product, like for example a car, a bike, an electronic product, etc. Geographical indication are the rights granted to the product which is originated and related to a specific location within the boundaries of the nation, example Darjeeling tea. Plant varieties protect various hybrid successful new plants variety invented by the farmers and protect the farmer right. Lastly, layout design of integrated circuit protect the complex, unique and innovative circuits in an electronic appliance or within an industry. Here is a practical example of everything which is done till now. Here is a girl reading a book which you know is a literary work and it is protected under copyright. The computer she's working in is innovative, it's new, it is created through an invention which is protected under patent. The car she is driving is eye pleasing, so the car design is protected under industrial design. The Darjeeling tea she is drinking is protected under geographical indication. The plant she is sampling is protected under plant variety. The semiconductor she is drawing and inventing, the complex semiconductor, is protected under the semiconductor layout design. And lastly, the McDonald's burger she is eating is protected under trademark. McDonald is a well-known trademark. Now getting back to the topic which this module is main referred to, IPR and its role in the Indian entertainment industry. Now the question is, where will the intellectual property be involved in a film? The answer will actually shock you, as IPR is used from script to screen, which means that in every aspect of the movie there is an involvement of IPR. Copyright and trademark are majorly used IP rights in entertainment industry. Do you know how? Let's see in further slides. IP law gives the film industry a wonderful platform to limit and prevent other sources from stealing their creation. Producing a movie or a video film is a cumbersome process and involves long timeline due to involvement of different forms of art like script, screenplay, direction, music, literary work, choreography, performances by the actor. So the question arises, what all is protected under IPR in the film industry? The answer is the script, the song, The lyrics, the cinematography, and the performance all are protected under IP law. But there are exceptions where copyright cannot be granted, like in the name of the movie. Nobody can take copyright for the generic name of the title of the movie. That is the reason we see that many movies have similar name throughout the year. If a person has a thought that they will into portray a novel into a movie, there is a very important thing they need to do before doing this. They need to ask the consent of the IP right holder before turning the literary work into a cinematography. It is mandatory or they will suffer legal consequences. But if the idea for a movie is your own, you need to know that the idea is not protected in IP per se. So for the protection of such idea, the expression of it should be protected by making an agreement with people involved, such as screenplay writer, lyricist, directors, choreographers, singers, cinematographer, and sound recorder. Now, coming to the legislative backing that these rights enjoy in India can be outlined as for the purpose of the Copyright Act 1957, a cinematograph, film, and sound recording are two different substances in which copyright can subsist. The copyright owner will have the exclusive right to sell, rent, make copies, take photographs, store in any medium, communicate the film or sound recording to the public. Trademark of the movie will also have the prominence for the success of film. Some of the famous trademark are Yash Raj Films, Amir Khan Production, Red Chillies Entertainment, Dharma Production, etc. There are certain instances where movie titles have been registered for protection under trademark law, like issue and similarity in title of Shortcut as registered by the producer Bullar, and Shortcut The Con is On by actor cum producer Anil Kapoor has finally ended in Anil Kapoor withdrawing the application for registration and changed the name that clearly differentiate with the already registered by the former. The question arises here that why movie cannot be copyrighted but can be trademarked. These titles are not considered under the Copyright Act as they have the minimum authorship for their creation, as copyright is only granted when you have put in lot of efforts for your creation. To qualify for trademark protection, it needs to be distinctive. Generally, film title only describe movie instead of distinguishing it between the source. Therefore, they usually don't qualify. But under class 41 of this act, the right of trademark can be given to a title if it is a chain of series, like example Star Wars, Harry Potter, James Bond, and The Simpsons. Here is an analysis of the landmark judgment of R.G. Anand versus MX Deluxe film, in which the plaintiff accused that the defendant's movie was copyrighted from the appellant's play, in which the Supreme Court stated that even though the film and the play had a foundation based on the idea, similarities were negligible. Both of them were very different in their context, and as you know, IP does not protect idea, but it only protects the expression of the idea. In the event of a remix song or a movie remake, the composer has to give royalties to the original artist, otherwise they risk being charged by copyright infringement. In the copyright infringement lawsuit by Dr. Zeus, he claimed that the song of the movie Bala, Don't Be Shy, was not obtained by the original artist, but later the suit was withdrawn as the producer did take the copyright's permission from the original source. Now we move on to one of the greatest opportunity given by IPR, which is film distribution and merchandising. The first example is Bahubali. The producers of the movie took IP rights for the character and weapons used in the movie and took a leap of profit by merchandising the weapons into toys and the story of the movie through fictional books and figurines. The next example we can see of a movie is Dabangg. Arbaz Khan Production collects a huge profit by licensing the IP right to cartoon show on the registered character of the movie Chulbul Pandey. This is also a great example of revenue generation through merchandising. During the COVID-19 time, the OTT platform were used to communicate the movie to the general public. In this, the producer come in with an agreement with the OTT people to release their movie and generate income through this digital opportunity. Here, the agreement plays a very important role. Any kind of piracy or counterfeiting from other OTT platform can lead to huge legal consequences. What do you think? Is there any piracy or counterfeiting of IPR? Yes, there is a famous application which has recently suffered an enormous amount of copyright infringement, which is Telegram. Telegram is a popular site for users to distribute pirated content like movie and web series available on OTT platform. This piracy has risen and have allowed to share digital media illegally, which hinders with significant portion of their potential earning. If your IP has been infringed, there are basically three kinds of remedy available to you by law: civil remedy, criminal remedy, and administrative remedy. Within the ambit of civil remedy, there are options of damages, injunction, and account of profit. Within criminal remedy, there is fine or imprisonment or both. And within administrative remedy, there is an option to file a complaint to the registrar or board. So concluding this module, we can say that IPR play an important role in the film industry. From writing a script for a movie to designing something unique in the process of filmmaking, everything just gets protected under the umbrella of IPR. It helps in growth and development of the film industry. With the incoming of many more innovations in the industry, such as the dominance of OTT platform, the need to understand and explore the many facts of IPR increases. I hope you understand the role of IPR in the film industry, as it is a very essential part. Thank you for listening, guys.